What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to continue through our journey through Sly Cooper, Thieves, and Time. In the last episode, we basically just went backwards in time, and in this episode, we're going to start off as Sly as we do our good old reconnaissance missions. Now, I need to remember to call this Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time, and not Sly 4. I mean, I can technically call it that, but I usually call it by the actual name that it's given, so I've never really had an opportunity, well, not yeah, I never really had an opportunity where it was actually given a different name, but I more often than not call it Sly 4. That's usually what the community for Sly does anyways. And oh my goodness, those screens. It's Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep all over again. Because Birth by Sleep load times were pretty bad. Actually, I'm starting to think they weren't even that bad compared to this. Oh right, the gadgets. Forgot about that. I did end up buying those last episode. So how do I again, I haven't played this game in forever, so okay, that one's there by default. Alright. Good. I don't have to equip that. Again, haven't played this game in forever, so things might have changed. By the way, bottles are back from Sly 2 and 1. But they work more like 2 than they... Well, 2 and 1 were technically worked pretty similarly, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I got you, pal. But maybe we should stick with English. Sayonara, Cooper-san.
But, by the way, something you guys might have noticed is that instead of... Well, I mean, it has always technically been, like, the actual movements have been animated since, like, 2, but... And it's a lot more animated now. I got caught by something because my thing just went off. Who did I get caught by? Wait, what? I saw the thing blink red for some reason. Okay, whatever. I would like to rob them right now, but I feel like I'm gonna get caught. So I'm not gonna risk it. But regardless, okay, let's not land in the water. Oh goodness. I need to figure out how to navigate around the area again. I haven't played this game in so long and it's showing so well.
2,000 years later.
I'm just gonna say this now, for as much as... Okay, there's a guard right there. I'm glad I didn't walk too much further forward without turning my camera. But anyways, as much as I like to say that I like this game, I will also be the first to say I don't play it very often. I mean, the last time, as we saw before, the last time I played it was 2 years ago. That's really bad. That's the last time I touched that game, and it'll probably be the last time I touch this game for a good while. But who knows? Maybe that'll change. I need someone with some actual like loot in their pockets. I would like it if I got that. But like I said before, bottles are returning, and there's actually 30 bottles. I think that's actually no. Some levels in Sly 2 actually had 30 bottles, so I shouldn't be surprised by that. But I guess a lot of people were like, oh, bottles aren't in Sly 3? That's kind of bad. Because that does kind of get rid of some of the, like, replay value in terms of Sly 3. Because after, like, you get rid of the bottles, there's not exactly much else that you can do. Thankfully, like, Sly 3 did have, like, little challenges that you could do. But at the same time, it wasn't like many people actually did those challenges. Or at least to me. I don't really know anyone else who did. Well, actually, I say that, but I 100% it all for the Sly games. So, maybe I shouldn't say about me, but I don't know. I don't know that many other people who have played the Sly series. But it is one that I would recommend to anyone. In fact, I'm, like, wanting to recommend it to one of my friends, Prodigy XCD. You guys might know him. He actually managed to manipulate me, I guess. Well, not really manipulate. Encourage me, I guess that's the right word. Encourage me to play through the Jack series, or at least the first 3 games on the channel. You can check those out if you want to, but a little bit of selfless promotion. Is that what it's called? Self-promotion? Not selfless. Selfless is actually quite the opposite, but I need to take a picture of that. I'm at a very bad angle for that, actually. There we go. Much better of an angle. And by the way, I'm going to have to try and get used to not being able to say, oh, well, no. I have to, like, adjust back into my mindset of, oh, there's a bottle. I have to go get it now, because that's something I did all throughout Slide 2. Like, I'm pretty sure Slide 2 actually ended up being a 100% playthrough when I did it for the channel. Well, not exactly 100%. It was like 100% in terms of bottles, I guess. But, there we go. Hopefully, yeah, that's a good angle, I guess. It doesn't actually show his face, but the game says it's okay.
Recognize that guy. He's wanted by Interpol. He's a ruthless mercenary general responsible for overthrowing several small countries.
So, what kind of mess are we in, Bentley?
I don't know, but one thing's certain. My hunch was correct. We aren't the only ones with a time machine.
Well, that's a little bit worrying. And also the job complete screen is a little bit different. Yeah, a lot of things are different in this game compared to the previous, well, 2. Because 2 and 3, well, 2, 3, and 4 technically keep the same formula, but 2 and 3, in terms of, like, graphic design, I guess, they are definitely different. Not wanting to replay jobs, not wanting to do that, and there's something new on ThiefNet. By the way, there was also a little bit of a, what was it, symbol that actually let you know that there was something in there. But thankfully, since, again, I stocked up on so many items, well, not items, so many coins, I'm able to get some more gadgets. But, like I was saying before, the, like, little cutscenes in the Binocucoms are a lot more animated now compared to the, like, 2 and 3, where it only showed their heads. And after 1, like, you couldn't actually move their heads around, but here you still can't, but it's the small things, man. A lot of things just change. Alright, so where are we going now? It's like, there we go. Okay, I didn't see it before when I pressed L3. Oh, that's not even that far away, actually. I thought that was way further than that. I see that guy has something in his pocket, though. I'm gonna be greedy real quick and get that. And done. Alright. Back over to here. And again, I'm just going to be a little bit greedy. And also, the jobs don't immediately start whenever you go into, like, an actual, loading job thing. Well, not. Well, yeah, it's still a loading job, but they don't start automatically. It's like a 2-second delay at most, but it's fine.
Whatever's like, this is no laughing matter. I checked, and there really is no way in except for the front entrance. I think there's only one option.
The doorbell?
Very funny. No, you're going to need a disguise. Get yourself a suit of armor from those guards. That's our way in.
Roger that. Just call me Samurai Sly.
But yep, we are automatically getting disguises back from Slide 3. I'm trying to look around for bottles right now, which is something I shouldn't be doing that, but whatever. Yeah, disguises are returning from Slide 3, and they work relatively... Okay, I fell. They work relatively the same, but there is, like, a few, like, major differences between them, and we'll go into those as we, like, actually get a disguise. That way I can actually spread my commentary throughout. Because that's... I need to actually make a video on how to do good commentary, because I feel like I should be able to do that. By the way, why would they have the actual armor pieces in their back pockets? Whatever. Regardless, we need to get 2 more. Yeah, 2 more armor pieces. One of them is quite a distance away, I think. Yeah, that's pretty far. But yeah, I need to make a video on how to do good commentary, because there are some people that would like to do what... Okay, that guy's there. Okay, he turned, thankfully, but there are some people that would like to be able to do what it is that I'm doing, which is basically being able to bluff my way through. But you just have to be able to bluff your way through everything, to be honest. That's really how I'm able to do things. Try to make connections out of things that don't really have too much of a connection. Like, for instance, me talking about the disguises somehow led to me being able to talk about me making a video about how to do good commentary. Oh, right, I forgot. Those things are here too, and those are turned from Slide 2 as well. That's basically the same thing as the treasures that you could get. I'll edit it in so that you guys know what I'm talking about instead of saying that. But whatever. Anyways, we need to get back over here. But again, that's pretty much all like I do when it comes to me having good commentary, as like other people have told me. But it, like, you have to, okay, I'll probably make a video about this, but you basically just have to be able to figure out timing for things. This is a lot easier to do when you've actually played the game before, and you have to be able to know what you're talking about as well. Because if you don't know what you're talking about, then you kind of sound stupid the entire time. But considering how I mess up so many just regular English wording, like half the time, I'm probably not the best person to say that, but I'm just a random person on the internet. Whether you listen to me or not is your choice. Oh right, I also forgot, there's like, okay, ow. There's like, door things, and those revolve around, the disguises you get in the game. And again, like I said, I would explain that later. Once I actually, you know, got the, thing. Is that the vault right there? Yes, it is. Okay. So we know where the vault is. Whether we remember where it is or not is a completely different story, but we have nowhere near the amount of bottles. We still have 23. But we do have all the pieces of the samurai armor disguise now. And now we just head back over to where we were before, which is a decent distance away.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, so by the way, I've managed to test out something that I've done with 2 and 3, with the whole, like, tap R1 to get closer method. Yeah, it doesn't work here, unfortunately. For whatever odd reason, I got caught in an accident. But for whatever reason, apparently in this game, it works just slightly different, to where if you even tap R1, then you'll alert the guard practically immediately. So unfortunately, I can't use that same method that I've been using for the last 2 games. I'm going to need to remember that, because again, I've been using it for 2 games. And it's going to be a little bit difficult to try and adjust, but I will try to. Nice reference to Sly 1 and 3.
I've never heard of you.
Huh, you dare question me? Son, I've been a guard since you were just a squealing piglet. Wait until I tell the general about this. I hear he loves pork chops.
Wait, I'm very sorry, sir. I didn't
You know, that's actually like really morbid, considering that everyone here is like a living person, basically. So that's basically cannibalism. that's straight up cannibalism. But it's just disguised by the fact that everyone's an animal. You know, it's all fine. What rating is this game? I wish I could check. Actually, this is a loading screen. Who cares? It's gonna be a long thing. Where's the game case? If I can find it. Hopefully you guys can hear me as well. There it is. Okay, E10 and up. But again, hopefully you guys can actually hear me. But yeah, unfortunately these low screens are what allow me to be able to do stuff like that. And it also allows for relatively funny moments of me just trying to be a little bit louder so you guys can actually hear me. But yeah, this game's E10 and up, in case you guys didn't hear me. And I think, well, at least in terms of the Sly collection, it's E2. It might be E10 and up, but it's at least E to teen. I just have to wait. Or I can do this and like go past them instantly, but when their flashlights are down, you could just walk past them, but I don't feel like doing that. So we're just gonna do this method, because this is technically faster and it's also less dangerous, so. But whenever they're like facing away from me, yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving. Because it's gonna take way too long to actually get past them if I'm just walking around like this. There's no way to speed this up. Or at least it's like walking movement.
Rioichi Cooper, are you okay?
You guards all seem to make very
Come on,
jokes.
I'm not one of those bozos. I'm here to bust you out. The name's Sly.
By the way, I kind of just noticed that the actual, what was it? The actual voice lines were a little bit delayed after the movement of the character, so it was a little weird, but I guess it caught up. But I've never seen it. Okay, I didn't think that would aim me straight forward. But anyways, I've never noticed the like delaying of voice lines before. Okay, I have to do this in order to get past them, unfortunately. I don't think I can actually kill anything here. And by the way, they're being tortured rather vigorously and just often, but there's another mask here, so we're gonna get that real quick. Wait, when did I get a second mask? I don't remember that. Whatever. Just gonna do this to get... Well, they don't really turn, so I don't really have to worry too much about that, but better to be safe than sorry. Alright, and for some reason, literally no one notices us over here. I don't know why, but we're just gonna crawl under their table. No one's gonna care too much. Again, it's still really weird that they don't notice us, like, right next to them, but whatever. It works in our benefit for whatever odd reason it does, but at the same time, it does not make sense. Okay, here's actually a place where you don't want to use the disguise because you can't jump in it. You can't jump in disguises in this game. So, oh wait, I actually have to walk past here with the disguise. But yeah, anytime you have to jump, you actually have to get rid of the disguise because you can't jump, like I just said. Okay, is there a mask anywhere around here? I remember that there's at least one other mask, but I don't remember how to get to it. Also, our samurai armor is, for whatever reason, flame retardant. So, for some reason, we just don't get hit by fire. Wow. We can get hit by swinging axe blades, but we can't get hit by fire when we're wearing this. Don't know why that's the case. It just is. And that's one thing that the disguises do better in this game compared to 3. In 3, they was really just used to like get past guards and like use for codes or whatever. But these disguises have a lot more uses, which I guess doesn't really fit more of the thievery tone. But I mean, it still works for what it is meant to do. Yeah, okay, you wake up. Good thing I did that. But okay, let's get over here. But yeah, the disguises, they work pretty well in this game. By the way, again, I still don't know if I can kill anything in this or not. I don't know if it automatically, like, fails you for killing anything. I mean, realistically, it shouldn't, but I also don't want to test it. So, let's go this way. And there's the mask, but we have to get through the other way, and I'm not paying attention. Okay, now that we're paying attention, let's just walk through the fire and flames. Hate me for that joke all you want, for any of you who actually do know of that song, but if you don't, can I even say, well, yeah, you're probably young if you don't know what that song is, but my goodness. I'm actually going to hate when I get to the point in my life when, like, I can make a joke about something, but, like, no one's going to, well, not no one, like, no kid's going to know what I'm talking about. Like, that's even nowadays, to be honest. But, oh, goodness. I'm only 17, dude, and I already feel like I'm 30. Oh, goodness. But now, that time will come at some point. Just not right now. Maybe. Who knows? It could easily happen earlier than I would expect.
Why, I don't think you can break the lock on that gate. And even if you could, there's no time.
Thanks, Bentley. How about some good news?
Look around, Sly. One of these guards must have the key.
See, that's more like it.
Alright, so one of these guards, aka the only guard he actually locked onto. So basically we just have to make our way over. Do any of these guards walk? I don't think they do. They all look like they're just standing there. They don't really turn around either. So that just makes our job like 10 times easier with the fact that they don't actually have a patrol route, which doesn't make too much sense, and I'm not going to try and kill you. And by the way, no guard's going to notice the fact that this door opened, despite 3 of them being in that room, but whatever. But, time to get over to our first ancestor, Ryoichi Cooper. All the good news is that took care of all the guards, but now we have all this to get past. Alright. Now this is what I meant before, well, one thing I meant before when it came to the disguises. You can reflect fireballs with this. It's weird. I understand, but yeah, you could just deflect fireballs with this. Okay, there we go. I think it automatically... Okay, it'll automatically go back as soon as you, like, hit the thing. So you don't really have to worry too much about, like, aiming yourself towards the actual, like, fireball. Thankfully, you don't. It makes it a lot easier. All you really need is timing. There we go. All that was very, very easy.
I do not know you, but only a true Cooper could have reached this cage.
Yeah, I didn't want to alarm you, but my full name is Sly Cooper. I'm your relative. From the future.
Do not worry, ninja are never alarmed.
By the way, this is kind of an issue that a lot of people have with time travel, like, in general. It's not just the Sly series, but time travel, like, in general, it's so vague because there's not actually, like, a definitive way of how time travel works, because time travel doesn't actually exist in real life. It's just a mere concept. So there's so many different ways that it's supposed to work. And one of the rules that some, like, forms of media use for time travel is that you're kind of not supposed to tell where you're from. But I guess that's more... Well, no. You're kind of not supposed to tell where you're from because then you alter the events of history. But then again, you're kind of doing that in the first place. But regardless, you alter the events of history by letting them know, like, where you're from and all that. And there's also rules like, oh, you can't meet yourself in the past or the universe will implode or something like that. But some series will say, oh, you can do that. Or, like, you can... Well, changing the events of history, that's kind of what time travel is in general. But regardless, there's so many different rules and versions of time travel that... Ugh.
After rescuing Ryoichi, we returned to the hideout. Unfortunately, there wasn't much time for family reunions. We needed to figure out what was going on, and fast. Ryoichi confirmed that the source of the trouble was the tiger we had tracked in the village, someone calling himself El Jefe. After some more database digging, Bentley was able to uncover his Interpol file. El Jefe had an impressive record. Over the years, he had taken over dozens of small countries around the globe, usually for the highest bidder. He was a ruthless mercenary and military strategist of the highest order. In fact, he once boasted that he could overthrow a country commanding only 3 blind mice, armed with plastic spoons. According to his file, this guy had mysteriously vanished a while back, just as the authorities were closing in. Well, we had found him, and we needed to take him down. It looked like we were in for a tough battle, so we decided to start with Ryoichi's sushi shop.
And we'll have to go out and do that later. And of course, oh, we can't get it. Okay, that's unfortunate. But we'll have to go out and get that, you know, Ryoichi sushi shop in the next episode. But until next video, take care.